Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer with Oculus Rift reviews, now with Windows Mixed Reality as well. Today we're going to do a review for Thieves Lands VR. Thieves Lands is a game on the Steam store for the Valve Index, HTC Vive, and the Oculus Rift. I can confirm it works on Windows Mixed Reality, however, you do have to edit controller bindings, and I found this game particularly hard to edit the controller bindings well enough to do all the puzzles, especially the bow and arrow. So if you're not used to editing controller bindings, if you don't know how to go to the workshop, I did upload mine. I think I broke it somewhere along the way trying to make it better, and I ended up finishing with the Oculus Rift. And it was definitely a lot more pleasant to play with the Oculus Rift. This game took me 2 hours to complete, but it probably doesn't really take that long. I would estimate, without any bugs, with a smooth experience, this is probably a 30 to 40 minute game. However, I experienced lots of bugs, and it really brought down the experience for me. I like the game. The puzzles aren't that difficult, actually, so it's more of a casual puzzle adventure game. But I definitely like the settings. You know, it's a nice little island with lots of little mysteries, and you just explore the island, play around with stuff, and just do the casual puzzles. So it's great for families. I think even children could do this if it wasn't so bugged. So I definitely don't recommend this for children. Given all the bugs I encountered, it can be very frustrating. I had issues with the save files not loading appropriately. I had issues with just interactions, very clunky. And I had issues with items not properly spawning, especially the rock puzzle. So when you get into the rock puzzle part, you're supposed to put rocks on a scale, and they didn't always spawn correctly, which made the puzzle kind of impossible. I did end up figuring out that you can go to a different area and get rocks from that area to take to the new area, but I still think it's bugged. And once I cleared that area, solved all the puzzles, and jumped off the cliff, it actually brought me right back to the start of the level versus the next level. So I had to do this part twice with the rock puzzles and the scales. The second time that I solved all the puzzles and I jumped off the cliff, I was actually able to get to the next level. Some of the puzzles I did not like. I don't mind that they're casual, and I get that, you know, this is not supposed to be a difficult puzzle game, not a challenging puzzle game. It's more just like casual puzzle adventure, and I get that. But some of the puzzles were just annoying. That included the bow and arrow. That's because it's just not the best bow and arrow. I actually had a tough time on Windows Mixed Reality, so I ended up going with Oculus Rift. On the Oculus Rift, it was a lot easier, but still, it wasn't fun to do the puzzle. It's basically just shooting balloons with your bow and arrow within the set amount of time. It was actually pretty easy on the Oculus Rift. It just wasn't fun. The other puzzle, which I found a lot more difficult, was the throwing rocks puzzle. So you have these rocks you have to throw into these canisters or these bowls. The first time is okay, it's kind of easy. You just match the appropriate stuff. Again, pretty logical. Even though it sounds like I'm giving away spoilers, trust me, these puzzles are so easy, you'll solve them as soon as you look at them. There's nothing complicated here. The problem is, at the end, you kind of have this area where they combine all the puzzles, and I had all kinds of issues. The biggest issue was the frame rate drop, and that caused several issues. I had issues with pathing. I had issues with the throwing mechanic not working properly. It was a pain to get through the last part of this game and complete the game and go to El Dorado. But I finally was able to do it after 2 hours of just perseverance and patience. So I don't recommend this game at the normal sale price. This game actually normally retailed for $9.99, but it had a price drop, and it went down all the way to $4.99 normal price. And I actually bought it on sale, $2.49 during the Steam Fall Sale 2019. Even at $2.49, I'd have a hard time recommending this game. However, it also came out as part of a bundle, the bundle for racial justice and equality on itch.io. And I definitely think it's a good deal as part of that bundle, and I do recommend it as part of that bundle. But you do have to be patient to play this game. You do have full locomotion, and you do have smooth turning or teleportation, and you can set the how fast you walk and also how fast you turn. So that's nice. But again, it's just way too clunky all around, and just I experienced so many bugs. It really brought down the experience. It's a shame because I actually liked the art style, and I like the casual puzzles. Not every puzzle game needs to have difficult puzzles. So, this is a nice, relaxing exploration / casual puzzle game, and it's fun for what it is. But I experienced so many issues, and I almost forgot to mention this issue where I fell in the water and I couldn't get out. I had to restart from the very beginning because of that issue. So here, if you fall in the water, I don't think there's a way you can get back to land. You just gotta restart. So yeah, lots of frustration with this game. If it had been a smooth experience, I would have rated it much higher, probably give it a 7 out of 10, but I just experienced so many issues, and the interactions were just clunky and not very polished. So I'm only going to give it a 5 out of 10, and I think I'm being generous with that score, mostly because it's part of a bundle. So if you can get it part of the bundle, I think it's still a good deal. Not sure I would pay $2.49 for this, given how rough around the edges it is, and how it just needs polishing. They need to squash out the bugs. There's just too many. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. I'm with Oculus Rift Reviews. Thanks for watching. This has been my review for These Lands. If you liked my review, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, please have a wonderful day. Goodbye.